you're going to slide one leg up or 1 foot up your leg. So ideally it's resting on the thigh. If you can't quite get it that high, then straighten the leg and hold it a little bit lower. If you can get it that high and you are happy to play with your feet, and I know not everybody is, interlace your fingers between your toes. So that will give you a good foot stretch, and you can just hold that then. Those of you who are not happy, you can still do all the other exercises. So you're not moving your ankle, you're going to move around about the midfoot. So with your hands there, or just holding on, or just doing it however you can. If you don't like touching your foot, then you're just going to do a figure of 8 or a circle, but you're moving this top half of the foot. You're not sort of moving through the whole ankle. Lovely. And then you're going to take your toes back. So again, you can just do it with your hands rather than with your fingers in between, and make your foot point. And then you're going to find the muscle between the bones and slide your finger up those muscles. Good, good. So some of them, it might be hard to find the muscle. I start at the knuckles because at least you know where the gap is, and then just try and slide it up as best you can. And then we're going to take our toes the other way. So instead of pulling them down, we're going to pull them the other way. So getting the toes and pressing them down towards your ankle. I like to use the opposite hand and pull down. Good. And all the while you've been doing this, this other leg has been stretching. So you can let that go, and then holding this position, do a little hinge forwards now. So it should have released off a little bit, and you can hinge forwards. You'll feel a bit more into that bum, and then ease up, and then you can hinge off to the one single knee instead of in the center, and then hinge to the other side. And this is movement from your hips, not from your back, so everything stays in a straight line. Lovely. Draw it back to center. Bring up the same hand as the leg that you've got crossed, and then take it into a nice easy side bend. Lovely. And again. So you're easing away from that lifted leg. You can add a stretch over if you want to. That will increase the feeling of the stretch. Your bum stays down, so as you come over, don't start to shift your bum off. And again, reach it over. Lovely. Drawing it back, release that down, and then take your hand to one leg and just draw your body round. Again, sit bones staying nice and level, and you're not yanking on that leg. It's just to encourage a little bit of movement into that rib cage. Shoulders relaxed, head just following along. So you're just turning your head gently and draw it back. Good. And bring it back to center, and then we can swap legs. So again, you're going to slide that leg up. So then interlace your fingers in between your toes if you want to. And then holding that position, we're going to move this top half of the foot. So either circles, figures of 8. You can also try and separate your fingers. It'll make the toes separate a little bit more. You're staying level on your sit bones. So again, this leg is getting a bit of a stretch out whilst we're here. Lovely. And then pull the toes down, either with your fingers in between or fingers on top. And then you're going to find the muscle between the knuckles and slide your fingers up. So it's a very gentle pressure. You can do this with like a rounded wooden spoon, or if you've got, I don't know, eyeliner or something, you can do it with something else if you don't want to use your fingers, but something that's rounded and not sharp. So again, sliding up, a little bit of pressure. It's just like a massage, so not too much pressure. Good, good. And then we're going to push those toes the opposite way. So bringing the toes into that flexion. Lovely. This will give you a bit of a stretch across the bottom of the foot. And ease it down. So then from there, we've got that option to hinge. So up on your sit bones, hinge forwards. If it still feels tight, don't do the hinge. So the hinge is going to increase the stretch. If your foot is lower than your knee, try lifting it up. And again, we're hinging to the other side. So I want you to see that it's not sort of a curl over. Body nice and lifted and just hinge through. Lovely. And then taking the same hand as that bent leg and taking it over into your side stretch. Good. So it's nice, easy. Again, you're not sort of lifting the bum, lifting the knee. It feels really secure on your hip bones, sit bones. Add that arm over if you want to for a little bit extra stretch. Lovely. And one more. Make sure you don't hold your breath during any of this, so breathe nice and easy. Lovely. And then release.